Hey friends, hello everyone, welcome back, and we are live again today. Beautiful Thursday here. So been working like couple of projects and mostly working with uh, let's say some of the work uh, related in like client communication and financial dealing related. So this was so uh, interesting to reflect on some of the tasks and some of the works that are not uh, like included in like creative work, but it is kind of I feel like that management work or managing something. It whether it is it can be uh, financial related uh, dealing uh, kind of like managing document. So one of the work uh, is like making a proposal and sending proposal. So it was like so time consuming because every projects and every client it has like different scope and different requirement and different uh, like totally different, right? So you have to like as a freelancer, a solo, a digital entrepreneur. So you just have to like look at those areas and those you have to manage those stuff as well. So uh, although like I don't uh, talk about this stuff is really because uh, I feel like that I am not talking about the main topic that I do want to share. But what I felt right now that when you build your brand in public and people are your audience are not just to like know about only the stuff of your work design, the thing actually you do, but there are so many behind the stuff and behind the scene that actually happen in business in life in general. So I feel like that sharing this also like probably there are other creators and designer, even agency owner. So they are also like shares sharing or doing the same things. So sharing this, it sometimes it makes a it relates them as well that how uh, the work and the flows, workflows, and the responsibilities it has. Every task that matters, right? It's not about like focusing on uh, just the main topic every time, the main thing that you do when you like run your business, you own a business, especially that solo entrepreneur, digital entrepreneur. So it is like kind of that you have to manage all of the stuff. So I know that I can like uh, share this it in a brief. So basically, this is a space, and this is the group that that we discuss about the communication, personal branding, and finding our own voice. So I do intentionally take time to like explain things and speak as much as possible because it helps them that I know that this group is not only I intentionally create like targeting only the healthcare founder or doctors, medical professionals. I also like it is like an um, Mars of like two missions, right? Let's say that people from my area and people from diverse area and the peoples who they are connected with healthcare and medical sector and related in business industry. So this is kind of like mix of two missions. So, and which is interesting to me, but I do feel like that you may also notice that I have several times I rebranded my Facebook cover, right, and my personal brand, because I was little bit of feeling confused, but at the same time that I feel like that why not I just March 2 and just speak that what I the main idea and just showing myself. Uh, that was like the pure intention of me. So okay, now it's time to like move on to the part of today's context that we are going to speak. We are going to deep dive into the insights of personal branding, the individuals. Um, Everyone has the belief, and every individual has the unique personality, right? So from that sense, I would say that I would like to share some of my opinions, some of my experiences that might give you also uh, some ideas and some inspirations to work on your personal brand. So every personal brand, you know that the reason that we build, we want to attract or we want to connect or we want to build audience and we want to serve them what we believe, and it is it is easy to have some belief, right? Every business owners, when you build brand, that you comes up with values, you exchange values, but the uh, the problem happens when it comes to uh, like finding the relation, finding the making the like-minded, being like-minded with your audience, and your audience can actually feel the energy, feel the your characteristic and the personality, which I would say from couple of months, for the last couple of months of experience, I started to like doing network, since it's very like uh, very people to people, and some demographics that are not going to match with you. So still there are uh, list of characteristics of list of like human behavioral structures that defined uh, by one of the legendary psychologist like Carl Jung, the archetype, like brand archetype, right? It shades like human personality and the characteristics, right? Oftentimes we do like wonder, and we do feel confused about how, and we do question ourselves what kind of personality I have, right? And yes, of course, you also ask yourselves that what are some set of values you have. So combining this, when you understand this, that your values and your personality, so it gives you to understand other people, that other people you want to uh, can attract, right? And some people already know, some people they don't. So what actually it's matter for the personal brand, uh, knowing that gives you so much um, preconception or an idea, right? That which actually uh, makes more uh, sense to connect with you. It feels like so natural. So sometimes that that uh, we try to like imitate, or we try to find some trends that are available, mm, so that uh, we skip the part of understanding our values and understanding our personality. So what results actually gives us by uh, like blindly following or blindly doing, choosing this attitude or the personality and the values. For the beginning part, it's okay, but what actually later that you uh, realize that it is very frustrating, because you are holding wrong beliefs and you are holding wrong personality. For that reason, you actually can't show up your authentic self, right? Because you are acting, or you are showing like the way, and it actually not reflects the same you from the inside. So it is kind of like psychological, mostly a part of like psychological, I would say. In my opinion, what I found, that building brand, it is all about finding the psychological alignment, which means that is aligned with our uh, mental, like mind, and spiritual connections with, right? So when these two things, there are like several more things, multiple things that you need to be very aware about when it comes to building your personal brand. But I am just talking about um today's two important thing, which is values and your beliefs. Values are referred to like beliefs, it can be referred. So when you know that, it actually mm, gives you the such of clarity and the confidence, and you will feel more aligned, and you will spiritually and psychologically, you will stay more focused, that what you are, why you are, like you the purpose, like finding your purpose, uh, following your passion, and it helps you uh, like uh, not to uh, like pick anything that is uh, not aligned with your path. So it's kind of like listening into your mind, your inner side, and it doesn't like come, or you cannot define by just uh, be how do I say that? Let's say when you are uh, distracted, right, unfocused, right, and it's not possible that when you are distracted and the environment and there is no space, it's kind of for self discovery. So it's a kind of process of like self discovery, and we have that endless potential. And I would say the one of the best approach of building personal brand, which is self discovery. For that self discovery, you go the different layer of like mind mastery. There's some form of connection with, it has the connection with the psychological aspect as well. And there are like bunch of, there are many things that are interconnected with, but I just wanted to today to emphasize on two things: the values, the beliefs, and the personality. because oftentimes in my experience what I have seen that so many people that I wanted to attract I, in personally, and when I want to meet with them, and some people I feel like that they catch my uh, energy, they catch my vibe and mood, but some peoples are not. Let's say we are in our, if we go back our school life, you will see that uh, there are like hundred of students, right, in the same class and same um, in the same room, right? So even we are like in the early stage of our life, very young. So what happens that our mind and our spirit, it is actually so uh, it, it stays that moment very fresh and natural. But somehow we cannot make friends with everyone, right? But it's okay to like skip in in school, because if you don't make with someone friends, it doesn't cost you anything, right? And some form of like self-respect perspective, you actually avoid those kind of stuff. But in business, and when you want to build in brand in public, right, and you just can't uh, like sit inside home, and you just cannot, like you need momentum, you need to connect, you need to self promoting yourself, and you do market yourself. And when if you don't actually showcase or show up your personality, you will remain like invisible, right? This is the natural thing. And the whole approach of like doing this content, even sharing my voice, is all about to like give you an idea for the mm, service and the business you are involved in, that how you can make communication more effective with your audience, and how you can make more um, uh, like whether it is strategic and the creative, any kind of like problem solving, how you through that effective communication, how you actually provide the best solution, right? For especially that if you are in creative field, right, there is like communication is so important, right? You know that our mind, it is not work, even our brain, let's say, it's not like that machine that it works like linear way. It is totally work like it has no direction, right? And creative approach, it is non-linear, right? So when we follow some form of mindfulness techniques and mindfulness way of like aligning our true self from inside out, it could be our values, it could be our uh, personalities. Let's say the today's topic we just wanted to talk about. So what actually gives them that when we share our ideas and contents, even the conversations, so it actually helps to reach the same kind of people, same kind of business owner, founder, uh, audiences. So it helps them feel like more uh, like commonalities, like same pattern, right? And in thrive, we thrive in like when we have the common connections, and we know the people, we become familiar face and people, it makes like uh, the the space more, let's say, the friendly, right? And more exciting and more enjoyable, right? We want, everyone wants to, don't want to like now the age of like technology, we just don't want another services or another products. What we actually look for, it actually we look for the experience and the feeling, right? So give me a second, I'm just someone is knocking door. I will be right back. Okay, Shimulre. Shimulre. Okay. So okay. So I just uh okay. So now we are talking about uh, the space of the commonalities and same interest and the same personalities. It makes much easier and enjoyable the journey, right? And we human, we have a like short period of like time. We are exploring this world, and though we know that there are so many planets out there, but we are limited. But our mind and something, as I mentioned, that those are not limited, right? And we can think, we have the imagination, we can create in mind anything that's possible, right? So values comes from like from your mind, from inside, right? So um, as we have, we are like uh, programmed, or we are adopted with the traditional approach or traditional way of like doing everything. Sometimes we forget that we have the bigger opportunities and bigger things to create inside in our mind. And every brand, every individual has their like unique and infinity potential inside mind. So what makes us very limiting, that when probably that anyone for starting at the beginning, I would say it's okay to like follow someone, but when as you go through the journey, you are like going to get more curious about your life, because everyone experience the life uh, from their angle, and when different way, when you actually understand this, that other brands, and when you need someone help in life, we need some form of goods and any kind of materialistic things in order to survive in the world. So what gives them more um, uh, like good experience to buy or purchase something from someone who actually understand not just that what I actually need from like outside, but he also understand my inner side as well, which is good thing to know, that we find that deeper connections, we find that relation. And that's the beautiful thing about the brand. It is not about like selling the external stuff. I would say that it is more about uh, more than like external stuff. It is more about internal, psychological, spiritual, so whatever you say. So there, that when we interact with like someone in a audience, it can be like through your content, video, as I mentioned earlier. So showing our true self, it doesn't matter that you how prepared you are, right? And you don't have to be the person of a perfect guy, right, in the room. But everyone wants to like avoid that perfect guy because you know that if we deeply observe in our thoughts, in our daily action, that you will find you will probably find hundreds of common like flaws, and we are not hitting the same spot every time in the same speed or same emotion. Our emotions is like that. It goes and it's turning around here and there. So this is probably an uh, interesting way of look at the human being and its life, right? So the brand is something like that. Everyone has their unique expression, right? And when we actually uh, show up the idea, even it is, let's say that I oftentimes that feel myself as well, that I want to like our being a like more diverse person, cultural, and I want to meet doing business make friends with like uh, people from other country. And so what is something that I cannot like speak like them, I cannot my sounds are not uh, like them. So it makes me a little bit of like made me feel it earlier that uh, I am incapable, right? I, I have no competency. Even as a business owner, that I want to business with them. So what? How people will like accept this? How people will think about this? They are going to judge me. So everyone, when they speak, let's say that if everyone speak and share their voice with the same tone and the same way, same pattern, so there will be no differentiate factor, right? It doesn't matter that how good you are at communication, designing, creativity. So there will no differences. So it will also create uh, like uh, problem um, to identify, to recognize, and finding the beauty of creativity, right? So as you are as you are right now, present moment, and you share your creativity, your work, and your voice to the world, it's okay to those people right now. They want to like solve the problem from you for those. Not it doesn't matter that how good you perform, but if it doesn't they don't find that the beliefs and the personalities, the way that you show up and the act and like embrace the situations, same mood, it's probably hard to like make connection, and it's probably hard to build trust. And what if I told you that it doesn't matter also that how mm, the point is that if when it aligns with your personality and values, people also enjoy to working with you, and that's the most beautiful thing uh, to have like every personal brand. And just imagine if if you are like a good designer, a great design, your business has this good reputation, but when it comes to like service, giving service and serving people and showing them respect, and people don't enjoy, people don't feel uh, the way that they want to uh, they are going to get a different experience, right? So they are not going to like also work with you, right? So for the creative business owners, it is more and more I would say that collaborative, right? That how we actually comes with different creative mind in different in one space, and we share our authentic self, the way we think, the way we believe, our personality, and here it start to like grow, and new ideas, new challenges, and the different way of building brands, right? And uh, I would say some uh, practical one of my story that I would like to also say with you. So as an individual, when you share or you want to you build in public, it's okay, right? Uh, but you have done enough experiences of yourself side, inner side, but you can probably avoid this uh, because we individually can think a lot of things, but it has to be give or find some form of reference. Let's say that you want to like build your personal brand or business based on your core interest and what you actually love doing, and it can be anything, right? So maybe that everyone will not uh, support you or trust you, but you can actually find one or two people, your best friend or your parents, who might get the potential in you, found the potential in you, and you can actually get some form of information by asking some questions to them, because uh, all the things of building brand, I would say finding uh, your inner alignment, the love of yourself and love for the world, people, and because you find a different taste. It's kind of like finding different taste, and you know that how to cook this specific taste, and people are going to enjoy this, right? And if you don't share with this, or if you don't serve some peoples, they already have seen why I'm telling this, because your friend and your near one, they probably know that you're hidden genius or a hidden talent, right? So personal brand is not about, let's say that it's for like fun, it's for like uh, it solves a real problem, right? So when you find that uh, this is something that the idea, the interest that you have, that's something that people can actually use for their life, something is useful to them, right? And from your side, that it is connected uh, externally and internally, even spiritually. So you find that total a uh, like a brand, right? A form, right? And this is the beauty of. I know that this journey is not easy, right? It took me 30 plus. Let's say that I'm now 31 years old, all right? But I kept in mind for many years that I will start my journey building my brand in public. I love speaking, holding space. I love to show my enthusiasm when it comes to art and creativity, building brand. Uh, so uh, there are some other reasons that it is also included with, but I felt like that these are the things that I do like to talk about in terms of finding the eternal peace, and we cannot escape the war, and uh, it is our responsibility for the world, because that when you get the world view of yourself, then you will see that the world rewards those, and people reward those who actually adds value much as much as in the society. So worlds actually rewards those. So I don't want to like continue. uh, it's already too long I've been talking about. So I've been like recording this video from my laptop today. Even I cannot see that someone has interacted with me. So I hope. Thank you so much for joining here, and I would love to like hear from you if you have any opinions, any thoughts about building personal brand, or if you are a doctor, if you are a, like health in healthcare space, you are a founder. So if you are building something and business and you want to turn it into a brand, so I would love to like talk about your service, your space. You want to learn your story, that how we actually improve the communication that actually helps and improves people life. So thank you so much once again. It's been like many days after I come to like do these live episodes. So I will try to like make more consistent videos, because I genuinely love this. But I have also some client work as well has to do. So I will be like showing more video stuff in like what I do, creating a building brand in generally. So the cool thing about one important, I think the interesting thing that I want to share with you, may notice that I have moved a new apartment, and I felt a little bit of unconfidence. The previous apartment I this little bit of discomfort, but for new place here, new apartment, I feel a little bit of confidence myself to showing up uh, consistently. I will be like keep doing this and such. From this space, I will be showing more videos like this. And thank you so much, and have a good night. Bye. Pow, 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 pow. Let's say in the live video. Peace.